Beneath the sun-drenched shores of Oahu, a fierce, unbreakable bond was forged in blood, sacrifice, and the beautiful, haunting tragedy of a family fighting against fate. But 16 years after the waves first carried the sirens of the task force, the relentless tide of time has swept over the island, leaving behind a profoundly bittersweet silence. Today, in 2026, looking back at the brilliant faces of Hawaii Five-0 is a deeply moving journey through our own fading youth. The adrenaline has cleared, revealing a quiet, emotional reality. While some icons still carry the proud weight of the years, others have vanished into the twilight forever, making the old theme song hurt just a little more. In this cinematic retrospective, we will step past the badges to uncover the real names, true ages, and private lives of the cast today. Please, try to watch until the very end, because the final, heartbreaking truth waiting for us is something your memories simply aren't ready to face. 1. Alex O'Loughlin. Alex O'Loughlin, born on August 24, 1976, became unforgettable as Steve McGarrett in Hawaii. 5-0, 2010 to 2020. By 2026, he is 49 years old. McGarrett arrived not with softness, but with discipline. A former Navy SEAL carrying grief, duty, danger, and the lonely weight of protecting Hawaii while still searching for peace inside himself. Memories of Alex O'Loughlin are like a slow-motion film imbued with the somber hues of a turbulent era, yet containing an extraordinary vitality. There was a time in his life when he faced the challenge of alarming body indicators due to high cholesterol, a silent killer posing potential cardiovascular risks, causing prolonged fatigue, and weighing heavily on both his physical and mental health. Yet, beneath that facade, lay an iron will. Alex O'Loughlin silently navigated the most challenging times, steadfastly changing his lifestyle, strictly adhering to a diet and exercise regimen, and miraculously overcoming this critical period. By 2026, his brilliant decade-long leadership of the franchise has built an estimated net worth of $25 million. Choosing a meaningful, deeply authentic island lifestyle over a flashy garage of loud hypercars, his true wealth is his permanent, cherished place in our collective memory. 2. Scott Caan. Scott Caan, born on August 23, 1976, became unforgettable as Danny "Dano" Williams in Hawaii. 5-0. By 2026, he is 49 years old. Danny was not a man made for island calm. He arrived from New Jersey with sharp words, restless energy, and a father's heart that softened even his angriest moments. Although he didn't experience a catastrophic traffic accident, Scott Caan did suffer a very serious injury on the set of Hawaii Five-0 in 2010. During a high-intensity action scene, a bad landing severely damaged his knee, a torn meniscus, and serious anterior cruciate ligament ACL injury. The accident forced him to leave the set urgently and fly back to Los Angeles for reconstructive surgery. Medical experts warn that such severe joint injuries, if not properly treated, can lead to disability or chronic osteoarthritis, effectively ending the career of an action star. By 2026, Scott Caan has secured a highly respected, lasting legacy with an estimated net worth of $16 million. Completely shunning the loud, ostentatious display of modern luxury supercar collections, he quietly channels his wealth into surfing charities for children with special needs and intimate photography projects. 3. Daniel Dae Kim. Daniel Dae Kim, born on August 4, 1968, became unforgettable as Chin-Ho Kelly in Hawaii Five-0. By 2026, he is 57 years old. Chin-Ho was a detective, a protector, and a man carrying both honor and old wounds. He could be calm, disciplined, and deeply loyal, yet Kim gave him something deeper, the quiet dignity of someone who had been judged unfairly, but never allowed bitterness to define him. Daniel Dae Kim was diagnosed with a severe, life-threatening heart condition, a devastating medical ordeal that led to a horrific cardiac arrest during a stressful filming schedule. A detail that truly touched fans' hearts was how he faced this terrifying battle in absolute secrecy, while undergoing complex, high-risk open-heart surgeries and a slow, painful recovery. He relied on extraordinary inner strength to persevere. Daniel Dae Kim didn't passively escape tragedy, but completely overcame the cardiovascular crisis, returning to the spotlight with a triumphant and complete recovery. As of 2026, Daniel Dae Kim commands a well-deserved net worth of approximately $10 million. He manages his massive fortune with elegant, sophisticated simplicity, prioritizing prime coastal real estate and philanthropic foundations for minority artists over a loud, flashy collection of modern supercars. 4. Ian Anthony Dale. Ian Anthony Dale, born on July 3, 1978, became unforgettable as Adam Noshimori in Hawaii 5-0, 2010 to 2020. By 2026, he is 47 years old. Adam arrived not as a simple hero, but as a man divided, born into a dangerous family legacy, yet constantly trying to choose loyalty, love, and honor over the darkness around him. The memory of Ian Anthony Dale is like a slow-motion film, imbued with the somber hues of a turbulent era, yet containing an extraordinary vitality. There was a time in his life when he faced the challenge of suffering from ulcerative colitis, a persistent disease that caused silent, agonizing pain, physical exhaustion, and daily anxiety. Yet, beneath that fragile exterior lay an iron will. Ian Anthony Dale silently weathered the most difficult times, bravely changing his lifestyle, strictly adhering to a nutritional regimen, and persevering with treatment to overcome this critical period, restoring his health and finding his peaceful rhythm of life. By 2026, his impressive television career has built an estimated net worth of $3 million. Choosing a meaningful, grounded lifestyle over a flashy garage of loud hypercars, his true wealth is his permanent, respected place in our collective memory. 6. 5. Masioka Asioka, born on December 27, 1974, became beloved as Dr. Max Bergman in Hawaii 5-0. By 2026, he is 51 years old. Max was not the man chasing suspects through the streets of Oahu. He was the quiet mind in the morgue, gentle, unusual, brilliant, and often touching in ways the team did not expect. Unlike the hustle and bustle and drama of the crime cases on screen, Masioka's years battling colon disease were a harsh, real-life challenge. Living with exhausting filming schedules, hurried, greasy meals backstage, and chronic stress under high-powered lights severely damaged her digestive system. The disease progressed into intense spasms, significant weight loss due to malabsorption, and the risk of developing cancer, at times pushing Masioka's limits to the limit. In the ever-changing world of Hollywood, having to pause her activities to adhere to rigorous treatment protocols was a tense and lonely period. By 2026, Masioka has built an incredibly secure, lasting legacy with an estimated net worth of $5 million. Completely shunning the loud, ostentatious display of luxury supercar collections, his wealth is wisely held in pioneering tech startups and private investments. 6. Chi McBride. Chi McBride, born on September 23, 1961, became unforgettable as Captain Lou Grover in Hawaii 5-0. By 2026, he is 64 years old, turning 65 in September. Grover was a former Chicago SWAT captain, a father, a husband, and a man whose humor often covered the weight he carried. He could be loud, stubborn, and brutally honest. Yet McBride gave him something deeper, the warmth of a protector who had seen enough danger to value family above everything. Chi McBride secretly battled severe osteoarthritis, a painful orthopedic challenge that caused intense chronic pain and limited her mobility during long, exhausting hours on cold film sets. A detail that truly touched fans was how Chi McBride faced this exhausting threat in complete privacy. Instead of letting the disease weaken her spirit, she relied on extraordinary willpower to undergo intensive physical therapy and successful joint reconstruction surgeries. As of 2026, Chi McBride commands an impressive, well-earned net worth of approximately $10 million. He guides his fortune with sophisticated, quiet luxury, choosing prime residential real estate and high-end, comfortable luxury cruisers over a loud, flashy garage filled with modern supercars. 7. Jorge Garcia. Jorge Garcia, born on April 28, 1973, became unforgettable as Jerry Ortega in Hawaii, 5-0, 2010 to 2020. By 2026, he is 52 years old. Jerry arrived not with a badge at first, but with curiosity, a brilliant conspiracy theorist whose humor, loyalty, and strange way of seeing the world slowly made him part of the 5-0 family. Memories of Jorge Garcia are like a slow-motion film, imbued with the somber hues of a fiery past, yet containing an extraordinary vitality. There was a time in his life when he faced a devastating challenge: liver cancer, a cruel and incurable disease that caused silent, agonizing pain, extreme physical exhaustion, and a long period of immense mental strain. Yet, beneath that fragile exterior lay an iron will. Jorge Garcia silently endured the darkest days, bravely facing arduous treatments, diligently adhering to medical protocols, and miraculously overcoming this critical period, restoring his body's cells to a healthy state and rediscovering the light of life. By 2026, his brilliant multi-decade television legacy has built an estimated net worth of $5 million. Choosing a modest, deeply authentic island lifestyle over a flashy garage of loud hypercars, his true wealth is his permanent, affectionate place in our collective memory. 8. Taylor Wiley. Taylor Wiley, born on June 14, 1968, became beloved as Kamakona Tupuola in Hawaii 5-0. When he passed away on June 20, 2024, he was 56 years old. Kamakona was not a detective, but he became part of the island's heart. The shrimp truck owner, the funny friend, the man whose smile could soften even the toughest case. Unlike the excitement and drama of the crime cases on screen, Taylor Wiley's years battling alcoholism were a harsh, real-life challenge. Living with an exhausting filming schedule, the invisible pressures of public expectation, and the loneliness behind the scenes sometimes drove her to seek solace in alcohol. Alcohol ravaged her nervous system, impaired liver function, and plunged her into prolonged mental crises. In a rapidly evolving and fiercely competitive Hollywood, falling into these negative habits at times directly threatened the artist's career and even her life. By 2026, Taylor Wiley is remembered with a bittersweet, deeply emotional reverence, his estate valued at approximately $1.5 million. Completely shunning the superficial vanity of modern luxury supercar collections, his wealth was preserved in local community foundations and a peaceful family home. 9. Megan Rath. Megan Rath, born on June 18, 1986, became unforgettable as Tani Ray in Hawaii 5-0. By 2026, she is 40 years old. Tani was a former police academy recruit, a lifeguard, a fighter, and a woman trying to rebuild her life after mistakes. She could be tough, impulsive, and fearless. Yet Rath gave her something deeper: the vulnerability of someone who wanted a second chance and slowly learned to trust a team again. Megan Rath was diagnosed with advanced aggressive breast cancer, a devastating medical ordeal that subjected her to agonizing treatments and mental exhaustion. A detail that truly touched fans' hearts was how she faced this terrifying battle in complete secrecy. While undergoing aggressive chemotherapy and delicate surgeries, Megan Rath relied on extraordinary inner strength to survive. She didn't passively endure the pain, but completely overcame the cancer, emerging into the light with a complete and triumphant recovery. As of 2026, Megan Rath commands a well-deserved estimated net worth of approximately $4 million. She guides her fortune with understated, elegant simplicity, prioritizing a warm, sunlit family home and investments in creative indie projects over a loud, flashy collection of modern supercars. 10. Beulah Kowal. Beulah Kowale, born on October 26, 1992, became unforgettable as Junior reigns in Hawaii Five-0, 2010 to 2020. By 2026, he is 33 years old. Junior arrived not with arrogance, but with discipline and quiet pain. A former Navy SEAL trying to find a new purpose. A young man shaped by duty, family wounds, and the need to prove himself. Memories of Beulah Kowal are like a slow-motion film, imbued with the somber hues of a fiery era, yet containing an extraordinary vitality. He faced a cruel challenge when his body was attacked by pancreatic cancer, one of the most merciless and dangerous diseases, causing silent, agonizing pain, extreme physical exhaustion, and a long period of life-or-death pressure on his spirit. Beulah Kowal silently endured the darkest days, bravely facing arduous treatments, diligently adhering to strict medical protocols, and miraculously overcoming this critical period, restoring his body to a healthy state and rediscovering the light of life. By 2026, his brilliant acting journey has built an estimated net worth of $2 million. Choosing a meaningful, family-centered lifestyle over a flashy garage of loud hypercars, his true wealth is his permanent, respected place in our collective memory. 11. Grace Park. Grace Park, born on March 14, 1974, became unforgettable as Kono Kalakaua in Hawaii Five-0. By 2026, she is 52 years old. Kono entered the series in 2010 with the spirit of the islands in her blood. A former surfer, a new police officer, brave, elegant, and never afraid to stand beside men who underestimated her. For Grace Park, ovarian cancer was a devastating real-life challenge. Living with an exhausting filming schedule, the invisible pressures of public expectation, and the destructive effects of malignant cells on her endocrine system and body, she experienced her darkest days. The disease complicated into intense pain, exhaustion from prolonged chemotherapy and radiation treatments, and the haunting fear of losing her ability to be a woman tested her limits. In a constantly evolving and ruthless Hollywood, having to pause her glamorous life to remain in a hospital bed was a period of immense pressure and loneliness. By 2026, watching her ride those massive cinematic ocean waves today is like capturing a beautiful, sun-drenched memory from a bygone era. The fearless surfer has found her perfect, peaceful shore, reminding us that time changes everything, but true integrity never fades. 12. Lauren German. Lauren German, born on November 29, 1978, became memorable as Lori Weston in Hawaii Five-0. By 2026, she is 47 years old, turning 48 in November. Lori was a Homeland Security profiler, brought into the team with intelligence, beauty, and a quiet sense of control. She could be careful, observant, and emotionally guarded, yet German gave her something deeper, the feeling of someone standing slightly outside the family, trying to earn trust in a world already bound by loyalty. Lauren German was diagnosed with severe life-threatening diabetes, a persistent chronic disease that causes dangerously high blood sugar spikes and severe exhaustion during demanding filming schedules. A detail that truly touched fans' hearts was how she confronted this exhausting threat in complete privacy. Instead of letting the disease weaken her spirit, Lauren German relied on extraordinary willpower to adhere to strict treatment regimens, radical lifestyle changes, and holistic therapies. As of 2026, Lauren German commands a well-deserved net worth of approximately $4 million. She guides her fortune with elegant, understated simplicity, prioritizing cozy, private real estate away from noisy metropolitan centers over a loud, flashy collection of modern supercars.